Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
I got you. 21.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. working from the gun. Garoppolo. And an alley to run. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's Buchanan, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. So they take a big chance here in the Own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
13.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Javon Hargrave. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. This is Cohen on the toss. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Set, 3, 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Leopard! Leopard! We got three.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, at this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at first and goal.
Set. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. To go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Patriot! Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hey, alert 3, alert 3! Check 15, check 15. Detroit! Detroit! 95's the Sam, though. Check, he's Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Gun!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Over!
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Escapes the defender. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way.